Hello, I'm just taking a little break from the Rapide just to help a friend. This is his bike, and I've got a series of videos on this bike as well. It's a project that I've been working on behind the scenes, and so I'll share more in the future, but for now I'm just going to take the carburetors off and give them a good clean, put them in the ultrasound cleaner, just get them tidied up, and then back on the bike again, and we're going to try and restart this bike. It's been stood for quite some time, and it's a very interesting project coming up in the not too distant future. Here are the carburetors off the bike, and as you can see they are a couple of pretty standard Amal 932 carburetors, the Concentric Carbs. They've got these pretty amazing long velocity stacks on them, and I think those would suck a small animal through those things. They're pretty big. But what I have noticed immediately is we've got two left-handers. You'll see the ticklers are on the same side. So I suspect he had to change one at some point in time. And so he's got a couple of left-hand carbs. That shouldn't be a problem because he just got one feed from the gas tank. And then, so I'll strip these down, clean them thoroughly. Check the bowls for level, that they're not warped when I put them back together again, so reassemble them. Check the air screws, throttle stops, the needle positions. I think both are on the bottom position. If you can see that. They're on the bottom ring. And you can see the needles are pretty rough as well. So the ultrasonic cleaner's really going to do its magic on these. What I'll do is probably just work on one of the carburetors, leave the other one alone so that we can do a before and after comparison. Well, as you could see, it's a bit of a state. Everything, I think, needs some attention. That's the bolt that goes through the banjo fitting at the bottom of the carburetor. The screen, the gauze screen, isn't so bad. The needles, very rough. That should clean up very nicely. The cap, the top of the carb is okay, I guess. It doesn't really matter so much. But the pin, that's in a real state. That would have potentially hampered the float mechanism. And then inside the float bowl, I'll show you that in just a second, is very rough. That velocity stack is pretty much welded to the carburetor, so I'll perhaps apply a bit of heat, or maybe the ultrasonic cleaner will loosen that up. And then everything else, as you can see, just pretty rough. So yeah, you'll be amazed. It really transforms it once it's been in this ultrasonic cleaner. So that'll be the next job. Here's the ultrasonic cleaner that I use, and it's just getting up to temperature now, although I did already fill it up with some fairly hot water and a fairly strong concentration of this, specifically the purple simple green solution. I think it was about 1:4 or 1:5 ratio. I was going to show you what it looked like inside with the parts, but just putting them in and adding the water has already discoloured the water. They're that dirty. So I'll set this going now, and probably for about 10 minutes, give it a little bit of a stir, and then I'll just pull some parts out and see what they're looking like. And here are the carb parts, just coming out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Thoroughly rinse them off, just dry them off a little bit, and you can see it's a dramatic difference. There's still a little bit of work required, as you can see. Some of the heavier rust spots need some attention. I'll probably use a little bit of very, very fine 000 wire wool on some of the parts, and as you can see, I've still got to scrape this gasket off here as well and check it for balance, make sure it's not warped. I haven't tried to do this yet, but as you can see, the jet blocks and the main jet are in significantly better condition, although I'll go through those and check. But all this little hardware, especially the brass and the stainless, comes up perfectly. So that's it for now. Just do a little bit more cleaning, and then I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so there we have it. There's the before and there's the after. Still need to repeat the exercise on the right hand carburetor. But on here, on the right here, that's the after. It looks really nice. I'm very happy with how it came out. Wasn't maybe as bad as I thought actually once it was all cleaned up. And obviously you can see I just need to fit all this together. He's got his choke blanked off on both sides there as well. Not sure what's going on there, but I'll take a look at that. And then it's just a matter of refitting it to the bike. I do need to order a gasket set as well. This was another old one I had, so I'll probably replace the gasket, do a full gasket set. So that's it. This never did come off, and frankly I don't think I need to take it off as well, so I've just left it there as it is. Alright guys, so I'll speak to you later. Take care.